Hey, how you doing, YouTube? I'm Novio, and today I'm going to be talking about why the NBA needs to be scared of the Minnesota Timberwolves. And now, since there are a lot of new people that are at this channel and have subscribed lately, I think I have to tell y'all I make this type of video for every single team. I'm pretty close to coming to the end of actually covering every single team. So, I mean, I might have already did your favorite team, so go check that playlist. But yeah, I do make this video for every type of team, so I don't think I'm just like a Minnesota bandwagon or anything. I do think they're going to be good. I do think they have potential to be scary next year, but don't think I'm just like this bandwagon. That's why I'm making this video. I'm making one for every single type of team, but I just want to get out of the way. So without further ado, without running on too much, let's get right into this video. Alright, so my first reason for this video is going to be that they are getting rid of their distractions. Now what I mean by this is that with Jimmy Butler asking to get traded, I mean, it's kind of releasing a huge distraction off of the Minnesota Timberwolves' chest. Like, it's like a huge weight being lifted off their back. Because, I mean, Jimmy Butler, there have been reports even during the season that he did not get along very well with Wiggins and Cat. And, I mean, with him now requesting a trade, I think those rumors are pretty much true that he must not have got along with him very well. Plus, I mean, with Andrew Wiggins' brother saying hallelujah once he did get traded. And then, I mean, reports coming out that Jimmy Butler may have even slept with Cat's girlfriend. I mean, it's safe to say they probably didn't get along too well. And, I mean, the one reason, like, this was such a huge distraction, you could see that, I mean, this was huge for them to get off of their chest, because I mean, most likely he's going to get traded before the preseason does start, or definitely before the regular season does start. I mean, we just saw, just like that, right when Jimmy Butler was pretty much a day after he had requested that trade and that they said they were going to trade him, Karl Anthony Towns signed a 5-year extension max deal worth $190 million. I mean, dude, if that doesn't show you that Jimmy Butler was the bare reason why Cat wasn't going to re-sign, I think that is huge that they were able to trade him. I mean, I'd much rather Karl Anthony Towns than Jimmy Butler right now, only because Karl Anthony Towns has so much higher of a ceiling than Jimmy Butler. But then also, I mean, Andrew Wiggins, he didn't play very well with him, and I mean, he did have a down season. A lot of people blame their season on him having that down season, but maybe he was having that down season just because of how bad the chemistry was, how bad the behind the scenes and in the locker room was. That can really affect how a player plays, and with a player as young as Andrew Wiggins having to like be a third option behind Jimmy Butler that he doesn't really get along with, that could definitely affect his game in a very negative way. So maybe, like, with them getting that distraction off, Karl Anthony Towns and Andrew Wiggins will both go back to their old ways and be these elite players that we know they are. I mean, Karl Anthony Towns still played at a very elite level, but maybe Andrew Wiggins can go back to the elite scorer that we once known he was before last year. But now my second reason is going to be their offense. Now, last year their offense was very good. They were top 10 in the entire NBA among offensive efficiency, and that was even with Andrew Wiggins having a down year. Andrew Wiggins was usually one of their top scorers. I think the year before he averaged around 20 points per game, so he was a very efficient scorer for them. And I mean, even with him having a down year, they still were able to have a top 10 offense despite not having the production that they wish they could have had from Andrew Wiggins. But then Karl Anthony Towns, he's a huge reason that offense is so good. He's definitely a top 3 center in the NBA, but one thing he does that a lot of centers cannot do is he can spread the court pretty well, as he shoots 42% from the 3, but not only does he do that, but he's just an all-around great player, as he was able to average 21 points per game, 12 rebounds per game, and 2.5 assists per game. And I mean, he can spread the court extremely well for a big man. I know I just went over this, but I mean, he's a very good dude at spreading the court. I mean, 42% from the 3 is nothing to joke about. I mean, that is what some point guards and shooting guards shoot from the 3. I mean, that is a very high efficient shooting. Even if he only shoots about 2 attempts per game, still knock down 40% of those. That is very efficient. And I mean, if you can get points out from the 3 from your center position, that's just going to be very valuable to your team. And like I said, with Butler leaving, Andrew Wiggins' offense is probably going to go up again. And I mean, this dude has one of the best shots in the entire NBA, and Andrew Wiggins is just an all-around very good scorer, and that's what he's known for. He's known as being an elite scorer, just like being able to do pretty much everything on offense, and that's what he was before Jimmy Butler came, and hopefully he will be able to get back to those old ways now that Jimmy Butler is out of Minnesota. But now my third and final reason is going to be that they should be better on defense. I mean, I say this almost every year for the Minnesota Timberwolves, but I mean, they should just be better. I mean, Karl Anthony Towns, being a great scorer that he is, he's not a very good defender, but this offseason, actually one of his main focuses was to get better on defense, so hopefully he will be able to become that rim protector and just all-around paint protector that he should be able to be. I mean, he's 7 foot and he weighs a lot, he's very strong, he should be a very good rim protector, and maybe this will be his breakout defensive year that we're all looking for him to have. And then Andrew Wiggins, a very bad defender. Andrew Wiggins is a horrible horrible defender, but I mean, he has all the tools. Like, he came out of college to have the potential to be a good defender. Like, that was on his scouting report, that he has the potential to be a good defender, as he has the wingspan and the athleticism and the lateral quickness. He has everything you need to have to be a good defender. He has all the tools in his toolbox. So assuming that he did work hard, assuming that I didn't follow him much this offseason, assuming he worked towards being a better defender, and he still was behind Jimmy Butler all last year, maybe he got some other tips despite the chemistry being bad. I mean, you never know. Maybe his defense will also be improved. I mean, if he really wants to be good on defense, he can. So hopefully he will also improve it himself. But I've been saying that a while, and I mean, I don't know if it's going to happen. If it does happen for them too, it's going to have to be this year that they're going to be better on defense. But then even without them too, I mean, you still have players like Taj Gibson and Jeff Teague, two very good veterans, high basketball IQ, and can definitely defend their position well. I mean, Jeff Teague, very high basketball IQ, can play a little bit of defense when he needs to. He's just a good veteran to have. Taj Gibson, he'll grab your boards. He'll pretty much like clean up the boards, do all the dirty work that the young guys might not want to do. Before I do enough this video, guys, let's just recap on what I said everything. So my first reason was that they got rid of the distraction, which is Jimmy Butler, and the horrible chemistry that they did have on their team. And with that, there might be a huge weight lifted off of them, and they might be able to play more freely than they did last year, and it might be less tense. Then my second reason was that their offense is going to be elite once again. Their offense is very, very elite always. They're always top 10, top 5. Andrew Wiggins is going to be going back to his old ways on Jimmy Butler's gone. Karl-Anthony Towns will be scoring more probably since he's developing a year. He's going to be a year older. He's just going to be even better than he was last year. So, I mean, you just have to assume that their offense is going to stay very, very elite. And then, I mean, their defense needs to be better, and it should get better as they have the talent and the tools to be better on defense. And if it is good, they do have a chance to make a deep playoff run. But unfortunately, guys, that's going to be it for this video. So comment below. Do you agree with me? Do you think that they could be a scary team? Do you think they're not? Do you think I missed any reasons? Do you think these reasons are good? I hear all your thoughts and opinions below. Where do you think Jimmy Butler is going to get traded? I do want to hear all your thoughts and all of your opinions below, negative or positive. I don't care. I just want to hear them. And if you like my point, if you did like the video at any point, hit the like button and subscribe button. It would mean the world to me. And I mean, I say this after every video, but I have to thank y'all so much. I literally just made a video thanking y'all yesterday, but I mean, I have to thank y'all so much. We're at 826 subscribers. We hit 800 subscribers yesterday. That's almost 30 subs in one day. Holy crap, that is a lot of people, and I cannot thank y'all enough. Y'all have been showing tons of support, just showing that y'all love what I'm posting, and I mean, as long as y'all love it, I'm gonna love doing it as well. Keep grinding for y'all, and I gotta give all glory to God. God has been here with me all way. Like, I mean, he's the reason I'm here. I'm doing what he put me on earth to do. I'm living my life through his eyes, and trust me, if you live your life on the mission and through the eyes of God and like what he needs you to do, he will put you in position to succeed and put the people in your life to succeed. Trust me on that. Everybody's on earth for a reason. But yeah, if it's like video, put a like button and subscribe button. Hope you have a blessed day, because that is a blessed day, so you need to have a blessed day. See you tomorrow's video. Goodbye. Boo. Blah, blah, blah.